Jai Durga, come on. Vasishta ji. Ihaiva narakavyadaischikitsam nakarotiya gatva niraushadam sthanam saruja kim karishyati. Whoever doesn't heal even now his deadly disease of sin, which is his leader to hellfire on future, let him say what remedy is left for him to try after he has gone to the next world, where there is no balsam to heal the sickly soul. Ihaiva narakavyadehe chikitsam nakarotiya gatva niraushadam sthanam saruja kim karishyati. Here itself, while living, narakavyadehe. Naraka really means hell, the troubles of the hell. Chikitsam, treatment. Nakarotiya, who never tries to remedy. Now what could be there afterwards due to bad karmas? Because we don't do all good things in life. No, it's very difficult. Maybe some good souls do it. But most of us do, it's a mixed bag. Yes. We do some good things, hope the bad things are very little. But some of those do more bad things than good things. The consequence of wrong things is what is called as naraka, because you sow as you reap. You reap as you sow. And he says, Gatva niraushadam sthanam. He says, you know, I haven't seen a hospital there. Upstairs, when you go to hell, now here at least first we have got this AIIM and all these big hospitals. There if you go niraushadam sthanam, there are no hospitals. So having reached there, if you are sarujaha, if you are sick, if you are not sick, you don't need a hospital. Sarujaha, if you are sick, saruja kim karishyati, what will he do? What can you do if you are sick? You have got a bag of wrong karmas, negative actions. So he says, you better try to find a hospital here and treat it. Yeah, ihaiva narakavyades chikitsam nakarotiya gatva niraushadam sthanam saruja kim karishyati. He says, you will be helpless there. So don't try to be like that. Do whatever you can now, here. Don't try to wait. Baad mein dekha jayega. No, don't be like me, because I'm a procrastinator. I will say, let me see there. No, don't try to follow this Swami. You try to do all the treatment here. One of my friends always used to say, if Swamiji says left, go right, because he doesn't know where, when we are driving, like, go to the left. Oh, this is left, isn't it? Go to the left. He says, no, no, go to the right, because he doesn't know left and right. Says. Yeah. Coming. Yeah, coming to this left and rights, I have a funny incident, I was still young, maybe 4 years, 4 years maybe, and maybe 5, I don't know. So you are in the school and you are a little kid, and I'm a short guy. So of all the kids in the school, I was the shortest. And when they would line up, it is all like the heights, the tall guy would be the leader. And then it keeps slowly coming and coming to the smallest. And they don't have a choice. So I am the one who is in this side. I am the leader the other way. So, but once they did, this was actually the Independence Day, August 15th, 1947. And then we were all there for the morning drill, or say homage to the flag. So we are all there. The leader, I don't know, he must have been a little smart. You blow the whistle and then he will say, he said, left. So the whole line turned left like this. And I'm the leader now, you see, for this whole line. I don't know right and left. This is a march. Oh, march is okay, so I go straight, because that much you go straight. And then right turn. God knows what is right, what is left. No, because it's very cultural, because in our culture, if you are driving and people have to direct you, इस तरफ जाओ, उस तरफ जाओ. They'll say, go this way, go that way. That's how they will tell you, they will direct you. So I know this way and that way. What is right and left? God knows. Is it this way or is it that way? So now, and of course, behind me also is a guy who is also most probably a very small kid. He doesn't know also much, and he would he would hold me and move this way. And of course, the direction is go right. And then of course somebody tells him, no, not that way. So then he moves this way, he moves me this way. And then of course we moved right turn, and the whole troop followed me, and we went right towards the flag. But this right and left, no, it's very difficult to know right and left. But in the West, you know from birth what is right, what is left. Those guys they know. Actually, with directions, because I always think people don't have brain, but it is so difficult to understand. I don't know, I did not have much cognition capacity, I think. Like, at that time, we did not have much of this globe, this round thing of our geography, how the earth is. When we were kids, all that we saw was a map. And that map is always hanging in the classroom, you see. And there is directions on the map: north, south, east, west. So I always thought north, because that map, it's very clearly marked, big arrow north. Okay. Go north, man. Took a long time to understand. Afterwards, globes came by the time I came to secondary school. and then maybe I got some idea. Because I used to feel bad once an Indian came, an immigrant to States, and we would always think he's not brainy, because he would never know these directions. You give him the map, you give the directions for his highway route. This is this north-south, he doesn't know north-south. Was probably, even in his school, even though there was the globe, they only showed him the map, so he never knew east and west. New York is to the east and San Francisco to the west. To comprehend for him, it was so difficult. And I thought I could understand him, because my north was upstairs, you see. Okay, so much for, you don't have to feel bad. Hello? You know how smart I am.
North, sir. North I was thinking.
Huh?
North, if somebody says go north, okay, but if somebody says go south, then what will do?
Yeah, no, what I meant to say is you don't have to feel bad. My IQ is very high. Jai Durga. Okay. We don't have the paper? Because we'll first finish this third chant. Yasyaiva spurnam sadatmakam asat kalpartakam bhasate sakshat tattvamasiti veda vachasa yo bodhayatyashritan yat sakshat karanat bhavenna punara vrittir bhavam bhonidau tasmai shri guru murtaye namayidam Shri Dakshinamurtaye. So he says, Yasyaiva spurnam, the throb of which is of the nature of reality, that is making all these unreal appearances to be very solid reality. When they say light lights up the things, you say. Isn't it? It's that flashlight, it lights up. So all these things become lit up. They become as if they have light. Even so, this whole universe becomes existential, a reality. This world is a real. It appears to be real. But it happens because of this light, this existence. And then, okay, there is some existence which makes this world appear as real. So what business I have with this? Somebody is doing the job. He says, no. Sakshat tattvamasi veda vachasa yo bodhayatyashritan. To those students who have come to take shelter, they used to go to a guru previously, and so whoever has come, Sakshat Tattvamasi iti Veda Vachasa, by the scriptural utterance which says Tattvamasi, you are that. He who teaches, he who instructs the student or the disciple, you are that. Yeah, this is the major thing. Because previously they would say, I had heard, thou art that, you are that. But it takes a long time for, as I said, my cognition is very slow. So this also after 50 years, when I was reading again, all this Prasthanatraya, because of my other Atmanand's advice. So I was reading, and then when I read it, Sadeva Saumya Yidamagra Asit. All this universe, when we were talking of before Big Bangs, the rishis said it was just pure existence. It was not something that is existing. No. What was, it's just an existence. If anything comes there, it will exist. It's difficult to understand, but we can only describe it as a quality. Suppose if existence is a quality, like, when we see this light, we are surrounded by light, yes. Sunlight, we are surrounded even now, but you don't see. But if anything comes in this paper, you move anywhere in this place, you will see the paper. This paper gets lit up by what you don't see. There's a light, and that light lights up anything that comes in its purview, you see. Even so, he says, just like this light, if you can imagine, that which you don't see, but it is present. Before the Big Bang, what was is just Sadeva Saumya Yidamagra Asit. Existence alone. And then, of course, he also puts in another rishi, you would say, Asadeva Asit. All this is before was non-existence. Non-existence means it doesn't mean there was a nothing. Non-existence of all that you are thinking of as a name or a form, they were non-existing, but the quality of existence, Sat, was there, and that Sat, Tattvamasi, that you are, you see. In our scriptures, we only have 4 commandments, because they thought we are not that smart to remember 10 commandments. It is it is too much use. 4 theek hai. 4 is fine. Though I say 10 commandments you guys got because you have 10 fingers. Huh? Okay, but we only counted 4. So the 4 commandments are there in our books, you see. We call it as Mahavakyas, the great utterances. And the first utterance is Prajnanam Brahma. We are all trying to understand what is God, what is God. He said, this is simple. Consciousness, awareness is God, you see. What all the scientists are still trying to doubt, or consciousness is a product, or what is it? Does the brain make consciousness? But for us, said no. Consciousness is the first principle. Because Big Bang also cannot take place unless there's a consciousness, you see. Or else, if everything is unconscious, why should a Big Bang start? There should be some intelligence. So they said Prajnanam Brahma is. The Brahma, or the Supreme, is consciousness. Then, okay, let him be there, the big guy. We are okay here, we're all small people. He says, no. Tattvamasi. The whole problem is this: you are that. You are that prajnana. You are that consciousness. Okay, then what should I do? Meditate. What should I meditate? Aham Brahmasmi. I am Brahman. I am the Supreme. That became the third Mahavakya, you see. And then the fourth was, I am Atma Brahma. This was the experiential sentence. Then you realize, oh, this self is Brahman. I thought I am this, I was the mule, I was the kachar. You are not the kachar. You are the guy with the whip, he's whipping. You are the master. This is a puppet. You are the leader of this puppet. You see. I am Atma Brahma. He realizes. Then he says, oh man, glory to you. Ultimately you got it. Yat sakshat karanat bhavenna punaravrattir bhavam nidao. Once you realize this, bhavenna punaravrattir bhavam nidao. You don't have to be just taking birth and dying again. This birth and death trip will not happen if you don't want. You will become free. I salute my Guru, the Dakshinamurti, who teaches me this wisdom. Yeah, this is the wisdom, you see, to know. Now, another thing, whoever I meet, now if by chance they run into me, I have got only a book of 3 pages, not big like this. I will always tell them the contents of this book to them. And as you people have met me, so I thought I should tell this to you people. Though if others have heard it, they can close their ears or they can walk off, and I am very happy. But I have to tell you this because this is worthwhile. This you can do, whatever path you may be doing is, So where should I start? Okay, let me go back to my old times when I was in Shivananda Ashrama. This must be a year after I had come to the ashram, because in the beginning, all of us were put in Divine Life magazine section. I don't know, when you came, it must have been different.
No, by that time the computer has come and very less hands.
But at that time, anyone is a new inmate in Divine Life magazine, because we used to write the addresses and to whomever we have to send. There are many members, and all the members would get that magazine, you see, Divine Life. That was our major magazine. And we had to write the address of whoever is there on a paper. It was just a regular paper in which we would hold the magazine and send it. So, but we will write the address. So writing the address was the first thing. At that time, even typewriter was very new. So used to write. So I was in the Divine Life magazine. But slowly, after some time, he knows how to write. Once they know it, they will transfer you to different sections. And the story commences with when I was put in Shivananda Publications League. It's not that I was publishing something or editing something. That was higher class. They did not think I had that brain. Where I was put was, again, it's a billing section because you sell the books. The books go for 3 rupees, 4 rupees, a very cheap price. But we have to bill it. That was my job, you see, billing. Yeah. That was the greatest job that I got because it was just half an hour, or at best when too many books people bought, would be an hour. But it was a short time. And because Krishnanand's this thing, do a little work, helped at that time. It was a little billing, and then I was free. So I would just come at the time of lunch, just before lunch, because we have to do this work and then take Ganges bath and then collect the lunch. So I would come at around 10 o'clock or so and then do this. It is all mother's kindness, I think. Yeah. Nobody else was involved because we remember during Samadhi times when Swami Shivananda, Samadhi ho gaya, when he attained Samadhi, all his disciples who were anywhere in India, they all came to the ashram. And there was one Swami, Sharadanand. He used to be in Gangotri. He always lived there, winter and summer. He was a very serious sadhaka, a seeker. He really meant, we had to get this God. Yeah, he was known for doing Shirshasana for 3 hours. He would stand on his head, you see, because you would have read in some books, you do this, you will get realization, you see, because Kundalini and other things, something would wake up and you may see.
Gurudev has written, Swamiji.
Huh?
Gurudev has written.
And these disciples, the first batch, they were real disciples. Yeah, they were very true to Swami Shivananda. Yeah, we can never match it. The first batch was unbelievable. They really loved him and believed him, followed him. Yes. So Sharadanand did it. And as a gratitude, he came down to Rishikesh, or else that was not his place. Only Gangotri, that cold. It's not, none of these modern conveniences were there. You see, this is the old time, 60 years ago, 70 years ago. And he came down. And then he said, after the Shodashi and other things, okay, I will stay in the ashram for a year and serve Swamiji's. And then only I will go back to Gangotri. And it's fortunately or unfortunately, he took over Shivananda Publications League because he thought this is not running properly. Some people are messing with this place. Yeah, he thought some hanky-panky business is going on. So he took over the Shivananda Publications League. And as he was very sincere, we are all serving Swami Shivananda. So 6 or 7 people were working in the league. Everyone will come at 7:30, just after tea. They have to be present in the that one hall where we had the books and all these things. They have to be here and do the work. So 7 to 11, just before lunch, we can go disperse. And then again in the afternoon, you come at 2 o'clock and work till 4 o'clock. Whether work is there or not, they have to be present. Oh man, Very good. What happened to my good karmas? My good karmas have gone, I think. But of course, I would just come at 10 o'clock. But not only, he was very good to all these people who were there. Not to just ask them to stay there. He would have special treatment also. He would get them some idlis, vadas. No, he was very kind. He would see that they would get some special treatment, some things to eat. So he took care of them also very nicely. So I would just come at 10 o'clock and do my work and disappear. I thought I will follow my routine till he interferes, till he says, I did not even know people have to come at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I would just come and go away. And he was so nice. He never interfered with what I did, you see. It was so kind of him. And even Raman Roy, after he went, Raman Roy took over SPL. And when I went to States the first time, I told him, okay, I will be coming back after 9 months, you see. I have got this return trip ticket. He said, okay. He did not allow anybody else to do the billing. Personally, he would bill, he would do my job, because he thought if somebody else takes the job, then when I come, I will be in trouble. I won't be able to work there, you see. But he was so good, instead of hiring somebody, he could have asked anybody. No, he himself would do this billing. And the day after I come, I have my job. So I could just again do the job, which was perfect for my routine. So, but all this, I think, is the kindness of the upstairs, north. My northern direction. So it happened. And then we used to have these books, and the wooden crates will be there when somebody orders a big consignment. We would put them all in a wooden crate, small wooden crates, and then ship it by the train. And then, of course, nobody orders that many books, you see. So there is empty space. At that time, we did not have all these plastic bubbles and other things which we have. So whatever paper we could get, old newspapers and other things. Anyhow, if you can fill up the box, you fill it up, you see. So we had this information sent to everybody. If anybody who is in the ashram, if they have extra papers, bring it and dump it in SPL, you see. We were like the garbage dump for all that. But somebody brought in that so-called garbage, this thing, a bunch of astrological magazines published by B.V. Raman. Yes, he was still alive at that time, I think. So these books came fresh, nice. This Swami, whoever was reading it, he had kept it really nice. About 10, 20 were there. And then I thought they were about to put it in this box and send it. I said, no, let me take it. Because it happened, I don't know whether I don't think my teacher had started me teaching. I just thought it looks like nice magazines. I was not interested in astrology, but we knew our teacher with whom I used to live, Durganand, who was in Vittal Ashram at that time in a thatched hut cottage. I used to be with him, yes. So I thought he will be interested in reading. So I took all these magazines and gave it to him, yes. And as he started reading, he slowly got me excited with astrology, you see, because astrology is also considered as part of our scriptures. You see, they are all Vedangas, they are all the parts of our Vedas. So he used to tell me some things, because I did not know at that time these planets, what planets are there, or what asterisms are there, or zodiac signs. So while all the teaching that took place was on the way to Ganges, we would come out, because it was up, we had to walk in the back of the forest and come down Shivananda Ashram steps to the Ganga. You see. So on the way, he would be teaching me the astrology. So he would make up chants. There are what he had read in and remembered, he would be teaching. They're all in chants, slokas. Because that's how I learned astrology. Now I have forgotten because it's gone. But that's how we got it. And then, of course, he's got me interested in it and teaching also. And he ordered some books, and we got all sorts of old scriptural books, you see, Jataka Parijata, Jataka Tattva, and all these things, Shripati Paddhati, this thing, that thing, all the old books of Indian astrology. And then, of course, even there, I was always a cheat. Yeah, I was not straight, I think. Because I'm very interested in studying. But I get tired, or I had a disease of sleeping. Yeah, if I keep the book, Samvedvarita Ranga Ugadandita, I am gone. By the time I finish one chapter, even exam days I could not read, because I think I always thought in the morning, of the exam day, if I read something, it will stay in the mind, you see, verbatim. So there is no problem. That's how I passed all the exams, because what I read on that day, it would stay there. Don't ask next day. That's you can go and answer the paper. I would, that day it would stay. And mother would ask only those questions, you see. So, yeah, my mother thought, why should you read the whole book? They are not going to ask all this. These 4 pages they are going to ask. You read the 4 pages and sleep. Job is done, you see. Yeah, I would go to the exams. Yeah, this is not a story. I would be crying all the way. My friends will be there. And I'm going to fail today. Every day I'm going to fail, I'm going to fail. Hey, tum ठीक हो जाता है. You will be okay, chalo. Because we used to get A grades, you see. So they never thought I was a fool. I knew I'm a fool, but they don't know it. You see. They thought I was a very wise man. A grade, but I'll sleep. So, but it would happen only on my final year of engineering. That is the only time I went very happy to the exams, because I knew I'm going to leave the home just after the exam, you see. I did not plan to go to the exam. Yeah, even first I did not even plan. But what happened, in my class, the final day we had, it's just like a send-off with all the professors and all the students. We were there. And what is that? I saw my dementia is coming. What is that valedictorian? Somebody should talk, you see. So one of the students, valedictorian. And all these guys, they backed off. They said, no, they would say, ye karo, tum karo, you talk, you talk, you talk. And ultimately it came to me. I said, okay, I will talk. So I was the valedictorian. They picked me up and we had the send-off, you see. And what happened in that, I was already into all this Vivekananda, Ramtirth, and especially Ramtirth. Ramtirth was very forcible. So when I had to speak, you will be speaking something nice to all the students. They're all graduating and going into the world. So it's all uplifting experience. And I was sitting by the chief professor, the head professor of the engineering department. And I started my talk. What are you guys wasting time studying engineering and living in this world? Don't you have any sense? What will happen to you after you die? Don't you know there's a God or something that you have to experience while living? So I don't want to tell you the whole talk. So this was the thrust. Throw your books and throw your engineering. It is useless. And all the professors are looking, oh, what is he talking? This is a valedictorian address in the final year of our engineering college. So whatever it is, I talked and the whole place was so silent. Especially the professors. Students, they knew me, you see. They thought, okay, this is his cup of tea. So I had decided to leave. I did not even wanted to take the exam. I used to be reading only Swami Shivananda's books. Forget about engineering books. And then, of course, next day I happened to go to the college. But then some students were there. They said, oh, this professor wanted to meet you, that professor wanted to meet you. And I thought, okay. And I went there, and they said, what are you going to do? He said, I'm not going to take the exam. But I will go there because you get scholarship. Your scholarship is paid only after the exam is over. So I will be attending the exam. But they said, no, you should take the exam. You should take the exam. You should write the papers. Because I said, I'm not going to write. Then they said, no, you should. And I told them, if I write now the exam, I'm going to fail. Because I have not been reading this whole year. And then people will say, he left the home because he failed. So you don't want that black mark on your face. Moon may have a scar on his face, he's okay, he's beautiful. If I have a scar on my face, it doesn't work. They said, no, we are very sure you are going to pass. Take it. And I thought, okay. And that very evening when I come back home, my brother who used to support us, who had never asked me, how are you reading? He said, what are you doing? How are you reading? And I thought, how am I reading? I'm not going to tell him I'm not going to take the exam. He will throw me out of the home. You see? I said, okay. But then I thought, if all these people are telling me today, that means this north face is talking. Yeah, this is upstairs that is trying to tell me, take it. So I went to the temple, and where I said I used to do Tratak, I went to that god and told him, okay, we'll take the exam. It looks like you are telling it. If I fail, you fail. If I pass, you pass. Jai Durga. So I went. And then, of course, we still had a month for the exam. So whatever it is, I studied. And of course, we came out A grade again, I think. Though I did not know we got it, because I thought I did not care for the result. Swami Shivanand said, did you find your result? Because he also thought this fellow has failed. That's why he must have come. But then, so he wrote, so I wrote home, and thanks to God, it had all worked out nicely. But that was the only time I went happy for the papers, because I said, who cares? But this caring was a big problem. But now coming back to our astrology, what I was trying to tell was, even with Durganand, because I want to study, we will be studying. And then we would all be tired by the night, you see, by 8 o'clock and after dinner. And then here we did not have any lights. So we had a cot on which Swamiji would sit. And this was in the field. It was a cornfield. He was sitting there. And that's the only time we had to learn. We were free to learn. So he would be teaching, something about astrology, and I would not ask to stop, though I am tired and sleepy too. I know this is dark, and Swamiji did not have very good vision. And now this is night, so I don't think he was wearing the glasses, because this was sleepy time. So it's just sitting there and teaching. Even that he would have caught a glimpse of my head falling. So, Atman, you are feeling sleepy, I think. Yes, Swamiji. And then I would disappear. But till he says, even if I'm sleeping, I would not tell him, because I thought, let me listen, you see, as much as I can. So we would do it. But then when he got this and he was teaching, and we had our Kundalini also. So we had our birth chart of where the planets are and what the zodiac signs are. So naturally I was interested. And as I told many of you, I wanted to become a great Swami. Yeah, we have become a Swami. Swami Shivananda has made you a Swami. Now if you want to become great, it is your effort that is doubtful. So I wanted to believe in my luck. What my fortune says, if this fortune says I may become great, you see, I'm not going to work for it. So I thought, let me see what my birth chart would say. How great would I become? Will I become Christ, or will I become Moses, or Buddha, or Krishna, or Swami Vivekananda, Swami Ramtirth, Paramahamsa Yogananda? They were the big names. So naturally the subtle desires are there. How great would I become? So I looked in the chart, because I have the books now to refer, you see. I don't know astrology, but these books will tell you if this planet is in this sign, in Aries, if Mars is in Aries, and he will make you something, you see, a commander in general, a general or something. So each will tell her if Jupiter is in Sagittarius, what will happen to him? He will become a great Swami or something. So I refer to seeing where my planet and the zodiac sign is there. You refer to these books if you find any place that would tell if Jupiter is present in Sagittarius. I would read, looked at all my planets and all my signs. And if this book doesn't say anything good about me, I said, forget about this. He doesn't know it. I will see this book. And this book also refuses to say anything good about my planets. Yeah, this is a conspiracy. They are all hand in hand. So I see, and nobody says anything good about any of my planets in any of the signs. And I thought, man, this is, astrology is wrong. I cannot be that hopeless, Swami. Must be something. But, so ultimately, in one of the books, most probably this book, in this book it said, you have come to the right place, right book. If this planet sees this planet placed in these signs, what will happen? At least he's talking about me. It said, I'm very excited. Like suppose you go to a soothsayer and he's about to tell you, this sparrow is telling you this. It said, okay, if these planets are placed like this person will be a glutton. Glutton means he who loves to eat. Close the book. Yeah, I did. After all this looking, this fellow will be a glutton. Okay. No. But my mother said, no, there's always a way out. In all the Hindu books, there is always a way out for every crime. Yeah. You pay the penalty and you are free. Not that you have to go to the prison. So, after this had happened or something, and I was asking my teacher, his name was Durganand. I had two teachers, Swami Shivanand, and after Swami Shivanand passed away, Swami Durganand took over that. And he used to teach me, because we used to live with him and we learnt. He really changed us. Yeah, he really made God real. And I asked him, you not advise very much, point blank, yeah, do this, do that. So once I asked him, if you have to tell me anything to do, what would you tell? You should remember now this one sentence he said. He did not give a discourse, no lecture, why and what. You remember this, word for word, don't change it. Don't use your brain, even if you are smart. No. The first bite of anything you eat and the first sip of anything you drink should not go down this gullet, should not go down this throat without taking the name of God. Go. This will put you on the path. The first bite of anything you eat And the first sip of anything you drink should not go down this throat without taking the name of God. And this doesn't conflict with any system or whatever paths they are doing. If somebody believes God, is the only criteria is you should believe it. And if you don't know what God's name is, you don't have to feel bad, because God's mother has never named him till now. So God doesn't know his name. So whatever you call, you say, oh, she's talking to me. Okay, John, Jack, Paul, Peter, whatever it is. You say, Ram, Krishna, Allah, who cares? You say, whatever name you use, because he doesn't have a name. So he says, ha. ये हमको भी हमारा से ये बात कर रहा है. She's only talking to me. So whatever name appeals to you, just one word, don't make it a long sentence that we do in big prayers, you see. That's okay for your dinner or Christmas. Now we have got a big lot of dishes, so it's good to say. But this one was meant for every time. Swamiji was very particular. Even if you drink water, it should not go down without the name of God, you see. Because he said, we always hear day and night in every talk that any Swami says, give your whole life to God, you see. Sacrifice your everything. 24 hours you think of God. You offer everything to God. He said, this is all impossible. People would say, very nice, but they will go home and they won't do a thing. So he said, no. Just what you eat, you give it. And he said, people are eating and drinking all day. And if you tell people to think of God, first thing they say is, I don't have time. Yeah, because nobody has time. Yeah, nobody has time because we have to work and do things, take care of the family, take care of the universe. So he said, people won't do it. And this one doesn't take extra time. Just when you put the chocolate, you can say Jai Durge. You know, just a name, you can say it, just the time it takes. So I said, you cannot come out with an excuse. And you can do it all the time, because whenever you drink and eat. If you are fasting, I don't know. But we don't fast that much. It's left to Premanand. He can fast 9 days, very good. We will substitute eating for him. Yeah, just as we substitute talkers. So we take care of it. Just do that. And then another thing that it makes happen is this. In our religion especially, we have a place for God in paradise too. We have paradises. We don't want to compete with other religions and say, we don't have paradise. I mean, we also have a paradise. We have Vaikunthas, Kailasas, Brahmalokas, name it, you know. You have one Christian heaven, you come to this thing, you will get 10 heavens. Yeah, we have got it. If you are not satisfied 10, we'll make it 12. Dozen. We have got a lot of places. Hindus are not short of heavens. So, even, okay, where am I going? We keep God in paradise also. But another place we have given him, thanks to the rishis. God is inside you, the kingdom of heaven within. the essential place of God where you can tackle Him. Because this is too far, you have to wait till you die. We don't want to wait till that time. We want instantaneous. So they said, okay, God is present inside. Every Indian knows it, but it doesn't mean a thing because we don't care for Him. So this would make you care for it, which you keep on professing. Day and night, God is Antaryami. Yeah, He's the indweller of your heart, you see. So Durganand was, you say it is inside you. Have you ever given Him a cup of cappuccino? No. He has waited for 40 years, 50 years. We never fed Him. We fed everybody, you see. My aunts and uncles and friends, and we went for parties. But this guy who is inside, did you ever feed a morsel to this being whom you claim it is present? And he said, if you do this, you really feed, you know. So slowly what we were talking becomes a reality. You get it? This was the process that takes place in this. My teacher did not talk about these things. This becomes a reality. Yeah. And slowly you will start realizing this being is here. Now I have to rush through this thing. What I don't want to talk too long about this. But I will go through a little thing which you guys can think over. Like what I do when I eat. I take this and put it in the mouth, yes. When I put the food in the mouth, normally people send it to the stomach. Isn't it? That's where it goes. You don't have to struggle. Thanks to God it goes to the stomach. I will be vomiting all over, you see. But when I put the food in the mouth, I think over what exactly is happening. What happens, all the receptors on the tongue, they take the sensations from the food that you are eating, sweet or not sweet, bitter, spicy, different guys, they send it as electrical signals to the brain. And when you put the food here, all the senses do work. It is not just the tongue that works while you eat. The olfactory senses are the most predominant. They take the smell. If the smell is good, the food is good, yes. So that takes it, and that also goes to the brain. And then even the ear works. When you have nice potato chips, that crunchy sound, that goes to the brain and says, these chips are good. Yeah, if it is mushy, you know, it is soft, you know, these chips are no good. So this year, every senses here, they start working. And when you know, especially French are very well known, how to arrange it, you know, you go to a very, what do you call it, man, I'm really getting dementia. What are these classic restaurants called, gourmet? When they have a gourmet dish and give it to you, you know, he will have a very little pasta and a little wine and some things, but they arrange it in such a way and present it to you, you know, on a nice tablecloth. Vision is working, you know, it says, this is a good party dinner. So you will eat it. So this vision works. And if it is a hot coffee, I don't know, you guys like cold coffee too nowadays. iced coffee. But I like hot. So hot coffee, when it is given, I like it. When it has become warm, I think Ram Prasad can have it. Or if he doesn't have it, give it to Premanand. He likes it cold. For me, temperatures, touch sensation. So all these sensations work, but all these sensations go only as electrical signals to the brain. It's only electrical signals. And all that you experience in life is nothing but the brain. You don't experience body. It is the brain that we experience, and the brain says there is the body, you see. Brain says there is this food. So whatever brain says, you believe it. And this is the one, so when I eat, it doesn't go to the stomach, it goes there to the stomach, but I send it to the brain where really it goes, you see. And when it comes to the brain, then I think, as we have read the books, not because we are scientists, just we read a book and think we know. He said this brain, these electrical signals that the neurons are firing, a little lightning storm. All the food that I ate is just like a lightning storm, but we do not experience the lightning storm. You experience only food, or whatever we are living in this life. That's what you experience. So I am experiencing the life, or here at present is the food. It's wine, champagne. But it should be only waves, because this is the truth. It is just waves. Waves are the truth. But you don't experience waves. We haven't seen the waves. So if you don't see the waves, but you see this book and this mountain and the river and the food, the science says the only time the waves change or waves collapse into particles, they call. It collapses into particles which is experienced now when there is an observer. So somebody is seeing these brain waves. That very moment, the waves don't keep dancing like waves, you see. They become the object, you see. So you experience your tasty meal because of somebody is seeing. It is somebody sees and it becomes your food. And actually, anything that sees must be conscious. It should be consciousness. So it is consciousness that really sees these waves. And when it sees these waves, it somersaults. It becomes the object, you see. Just like the sunlight that is coming falls on an object and becomes the object. It falls on a green banana leaf. It becomes the banana leaf, you see. It reflects and absorbs all the other colors and reflects the green. So it becomes a green banana leaf. All these lights, different frequencies, the rose absorbs and reflects the red light, and it becomes the red rose. So the light itself becomes transformed into these objects that you are looking around. In a similar way, this light of consciousness that falls on the brain waves becomes transported into the experience of the food at present, because you are at the table, dining table. So what you experience as different tastes is a transformation of this Brahman, of this consciousness. So actually when you taste the food, you really taste God. You are kissing Him. Yeah. Kissing is the greatest pleasure. And here you are kissing God Himself, you see. So when you do this, it's a little thing, just that. And then slowly you know you are having a big party every day with God, the Supreme Being, La Magnificent. How do you say magnificent? Magnifique. La Magnifique. Yeah. The Supreme. Anytime you are at the dining table, be in a restaurant or in your home or while walking, you can have a party with this most supreme being without spending extra money or time. Yeah. It itself becomes these brain waves. And slowly it becomes a reality. You will know you are with God all the time. Do it, and this trick works. This is a magic trick. Just take the name of God. Call it Supreme, La Magnifique. Actually, His name is Tasya Nama Mahadyashaha. This Rishi says, what is its name? Great glory. Wow, magnifique. Sarvesham swasti bhavatu, sarvesham shantir bhavatu, sarvesham purnam bhavatu, sarvesham mangalam bhavatu, sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet, asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityor ma amritam gamaya. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jai.